Chris Duffin here. I've got some great deadlifting to show you this week, but it gets into, well, some comments I constantly get, which I think are entertaining, about how I've got this perfect deadlift build. If only I had that build to get that range of motion. Now I'll agree, my range of motion is significantly less than what other people, and we're going to get into that later. But that's purely technique, and I'm going to demonstrate this. The other is, it ties into a question I always get all the time, like, Chris, I can pull weights fast off the floor, but I can't lock it out. Should I be adding chains? Should I be adding bands? Or should I be working on rack lockouts? And my answer is none of the above. And I'll tell you why here. So first we're going to go into build. Unlike many people think, I am not 5'3" or 5'6", I'm 5'10". I am short, one inch shorter than average. So 5 foot 10 inches. Now, when we look at limb measurements, there's two things that we look at, so that would make a great deadlifter, right? Short torso, long arms, just things that are going to allow us to be able to lock out differently. So there's two things that we can look at. One is torso to leg length. So there's an index to look at that, and it's basically your inseam measurement, off the floor to your inseam. And there's a percentage there that's average. So my inseam is just over 31 inches, which puts me at 45% leg to total height measurement. Average is 45%. Okay, then we've got the ape index. That's your wingspan to height measurement. So if your wingspan is greater than basically a 1-to-1 ratio, your ape index means you've got those long arms. If you're shorter, you're in the T-Rex category. You're probably going to be a great bencher, something of that nature, right? So I'm 5'10", and my wingspan is, you guessed it, 5'10", okay? So that means my proportions are 100% average, which means I have nothing special for a deadlift build despite what people think. But I'm going to show you what you're seeing is reality. I have a reduced range of motion. A couple weeks ago I did a conventional pull just because I thought I'd shut people up about that. So I pulled 760 for 5, first time pulling conventional in a few years. And I got the same response. Well, if I had arms that long and da-da-da-da-da, if I was a midget like you, da-da-da-da-da. Yes, I use the same concepts on the conventional technique. They're going to make it a shorter range of motion. I'm going to show you how to do that. But first, I'm going to show you what you guys think you were seeing. Mike, step into the screen here.
Howdy.
All right, you can walk in front of me. It should be fine. I'll try to speak to the side here. All right.
You might have to move the camera.
Mike here is 5'7", with widen your hands out, 6 foot wingspan. 6 foot wingspan. Okay. And inseam that is about the same as mine, right? You're 29 inches.
I'm 2 inches shorter. I'm 29. You're 31.
Yep. So, go ahead and step to the side. So that would be someone that's built to deadlift heavy, and he's going to get there. By the way, that's Mike is the man that's answering all your customer service emails, phone calls, and shipping out all your product. He's basically the man behind the curtain that makes things happen. You're going to hear more from him in the future. So, how do I do it? It's trickery. It's magic. That's what it is. And I'm going to show you the magic. Well, a little bit of it. I go more into depth. So the Duffin Movement Systems subscription website here is going up at the end of the year. And I've got over 100 coaching videos, technique stuff compiled on there. We're working on finalizing all the mind mapping and indexing of all the videos to make it very searchable, or to read it as in an ebook fashion, watch it in an ebook fashion. But one of the concepts that goes, and this goes across all lifts, and we teach the wedge concept for the other lifts as well, but I'm going to show you the wedge concept for the deadlift. And first I'm going to show a regular deadlift here. So look, the bar is right here on my knees. So look at the bar position. And most people have to deadlift. And what I mean, they actually have to lift the bar up. So to finish the lift, they're having to pull their torso up over the top of their hips. Okay? But if you improve your setup, it allows you to be able to be in a position where you can wedge the hips through. Boom! To finish the lift. Boom! Versus, okay? I'm not pulling it up higher here. I'm hanging. Boom! Sumo. Right here, same spot again. If I'm lifting and I have to pull the torso over the top of the hips. If I'm lifting and I've improved my positioning and I can wedge my hips through. Over the torso. Over the torso. Okay? That's all done with your setup off the floor. Dramatically changes the finish of the lift. So, yes, the range of motion is shorter. That range of motion is teachable. And if you want to learn more, keep an eye out for the Duffin movement systems. In the meantime, enjoy some great lifting this week. So if you may remember, I was out of town at seminar all weekend long. So this was Monday after getting back at 2 a.m. Very little sleep. But that was the first of 5 sets. This was just a PR in and of itself if I'd done a single. So quite happy. Definitely was channeling a little bit of energy this day. But if you want to check out the full log, don't forget to go to Elite FTS so you can see more beyond just the excerpts of my training. And here we go, set number 5. Don't believe I did a whole lot more work besides this today, but I'd have to check my log, see what's in there. Bench day, doing some chain work, also doing some band-assisted floor presses. A lot of just work on the triceps and just lockout strength in my program at the moment. See what we can do. So these should be a lot better with the amount of weight that's in my hand. We've got, so probably about 75 pounds of deload and chain. And then Friday, wrapping up with, I was actually supposed to do just assistance work this day. I came out on the floor and somehow I just said, you know, I'm going to pull 850 for some reps today, which I've never done before.
Come on. How's that?
If you want to maximize your strength and the longevity of your athletic career, or just support the production of further content, click on this video to the link to our store to check out our full line of products.